Hey everybody, my name is Austin Hart, and today I am being a special guest on the one and only Mr. Melvin's YouTube channel. Boom shakalaka. This dude, first of all, found him at Morphe, and he found me at Morphe, and we met like a couple times, and then totally just the other day was all like, hey, we should hang out and do something. And I was like, okay, well, your special effects makeup is sickening, but let's not serve them that just yet. Let's serve them just a simple little look. But then he was all like, we don't do that here. So, so then he was like, hey, let's do an Adam Lambert, like, rock look. And I was all like, love that. So let's do that. So I'm so excited. Thank you for having me here.
No problem. It is actually my pleasure. Thank you so much for inviting me over so we can actually collab and do something like this. So let's get started.
Yeah, now I will say I am quite nervous. To all my followers who are watching this video, this is my first time like doing makeup on camera.
Okay, so I know that you've had your makeup done before, but have you actually ever performed with your makeup looks ever done?
No, never. Not even once. So like I will do makeup for like photos. Never have I done it for like a look. Now I've done like music videos with like foundation and concealer. Just gotta hide those imperfections.
But usually that's something a little bit more simplistic. You've never actually had anything like more extravagant done before, where you're just like able to feel yourself and be like, I'm a whole different character.
Exactly.
I'm a whole different person.
No,
but you know what? We're gonna go ahead and do that today. So this is the first item that we're gonna use. This is actually just to prime his skin. This is the Tatcha Water Cream. I love this product. It is not only super hydrating, but it does cancel out pores as well. Just gonna use a beauty blender to blend everything onto his skin. And also, by using the beauty blender, I still have some of the residue of the moisturizer behind, so if I apply any type of foundation, concealer, and I blend it out with a sponge, with that little bit of residue, it's going to help with the blendability of the product as well.
Now, do people like close their eyes when they're doing like getting their makeup done?
Yes, a lot of them do, and it's more of a comfort thing. Eyes usually tend to flinch if you go near them, so might as well just keep them closed. It just makes the experience a lot more relaxing as well, because it feels like you're getting a massage done, especially with the sponge pressing just lightly on the skin, unless I'm going like on your skin.
Got you. Yeah, because like me and my makeup artist, her name is Victoria. Whenever she does my stuff, like her and I, we've worked together for so long that I literally will just be talking just like this, eyes open, nothing going on, and so I was all like, but this is professional, so let me behave, let me be on my good behavior.
Chin?
Which one out of the three?
Huh?
Out of the three chins, which one would you like lifted?
Oh my god, stop.
Oh no, what brand is that?
Oh, so we're going to be using the Austin Hart Foundation. So this is what it looks like. It actually comes in a cute package just like this one. I'm going to go ahead and do a little mixture of light porcelain with, which one is this one actually?
So that is medium beige.
We're going to go ahead and do a little concoction of both of these.
Also, love that little wrist thing.
Right, my little makeup palette. It's actually super duper cute. So like if you're a professional makeup artist, little T, I use my hands sometimes because the warmth of your own body heat actually tends to do better with how the product kind of mixes. But obviously if you're professional just trying to keep it a little bit sanitary, especially nowadays, might as well use a little palette. We're going to start off with your foundation first. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little mixture of both of them. Look up. We're going to go ahead and just start off under your eyes for this. And I'm using a flat brush to apply this product first. We're working with the center of the face outwards just so we can have most of the coverage. Usually the outer perimeter of the face, and all faces, not just his. Usually a lot of the faces tend to have a lot more clear skin in the outer portion. So anything that's towards the center, so for example any discoloration around the eyes, the nose, that usually does tend to get covered up a little bit more. And because we're trying to go for a more guy glam look, I don't want to go too heavy on any type of foundation. If anything, I just want to cover any types of imperfections and make his skin look more immaculate.
Yes, please. This pizza face definitely needs some help.
I'm crying.
Yeah, well, what's crazy is like I've been trying so many different skinccares. For like those of you who don't know, I have Austin Hart skin. My products are great, they're cute, but obviously you gotta spread the love, so I'm gonna try other brands too. And my skin, it's just all like, sis, we're not having a good day. Like, and I'm like, I'm so sorry.
And what got you into creating your own makeup and skincare line?
So a lot of it actually was for my grandmother. She's no longer with us, rest in peace. But I wanted to give her a source of income. Her and I started working on, it wasn't originally called Austin Hart Cosmetics, it was called Ruby Jewel Beauty, which was her name. But after she passed, you know, we switched because I was like, nobody would know Ruby Jewel. So I was like, okay, Austin Hart.
You kind of did a little bit of a, oh, well, it's me.
Hi, guys, it's me.
Right. So my big thing, I love skincare. I know nothing about makeup, or rather I used to not know anything about makeup, but once she passed and like I kind of had to take over everything, I just had to learn. I like dove into the beauty community. I started watching Jeffree Star, Patrick Ta, James Charles, all the Morphe tutorials, Sephora, so on and so forth. And I really learned all that I could. Now, obviously, makeup is always something new to learn. Like, every single day, there's always something that comes out. Or,
Definitely.
You know.
And also makeup, at least to a lot of people, makeup is artistry, definitely. So there's definitely different canvases that you can practice on. There's definitely different skin tones, different skin types, different colors as well. So when it comes to makeup, I always tend to look for not only just like a canvas that can suit the look, but just like, what color schemes am I going to play with? What outfits am I going to match this up with? I look at makeup as a form of artistry and expression. So it's kind of like you have a good makeup look, but you want to pair it up with like the right clothing.
Right.
Or same vice versa. You have the perfect clothing that you want to wear, but then you want to pair it up with a good makeup look as well.
Yeah.
You know, same thing goes with hair, same thing goes with nails. It's a form of artistry and expression, and I lived a very rough past. I feel like artistry and makeup was my little safe haven, was where I got to finally like escape from, you know, being sad, and just like, it was like my little bit of a escape route, having that little comfort zone. So I really got into it when I came here to America, because I'm originally from Puerto Rico.
Oh,
so
awesome.
I studied there, and then I came here back in 2013, and then in high school I learned a little bit about theater, so that's where I got most of my theater kind of like skills, like sewing or like makeup and like singing and performing. But makeup was what really stood out for me. I love just transforming somebody into something that they're not. As odd as it sounds, once you're in full-blown makeup, costume, and just the whole character just brings the whole personality to life. Like, in my honest opinion, I just feel like it just enhances who you are as a person, and not only that, if you're a specific character, it just makes you live that character. So that's why I love the full transformation aspect of everything.
When you showed me your special effects stuff, I was blown away. I was like, oh my god, why is this dude not in Hollywood working on fantasy and sci-fi type films?
Stop, but
like,
continue.
Genuinely, like that holiday elf. It blew my mind. I was like, excuse me, first of all, this is sickening.
Oh my god.
Like, if that was in like a horror film, because you know I love horror movies, so like that's like, to me it's a compliment when I'm all like, you are totally horror movie worthy. Like, I was like, yes, this elf, if that was chasing me down a back alley, good god.
Oh my god. I mean, I appreciate that, but like, continue.
Yeah, so, you know, your talent is absolutely insane. Also, I gotta say, I really like this little spongy moment.
Like a little neck massage?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Well, this, I'm just covering up a little bit of
the razor burns, yes.
Little burns that you got in here. Also, I'm just continuing everything down. So, little known fact, if you are wearing foundation, especially if you're not going to wear a mask, because, you know, times are hard right now, you do want to blend everything all the way down to your neck, just so that everything looks cohesive, unless you're wearing a turtleneck.
I did that the last video I did, you guys. If you check out my channel, like, my phone was texting left and right. It was him. Because we were talking about this collab.
Oh my god, why do you blame me?
It's his fault.
Oh my god.
But, yeah, no,
I feel so exposed.
Yeah, so I like, when he was like beating the face here, I was all like, yeah, go figure, my phone would go off. But this time I don't know who it is. So, you know, excuse us on that. I apologize.
So, to set the foundation, we're going to be using the One Size Beauty Ultimate Setting Powder. This is one of the most amazing powders out there. It is actually a very micronized, smoothing, and very blurring powder. I use this either on its own, usually sometimes when I just want to have like a very soft matte finish with nothing on, but I still want to blur out my pores, or even just to set makeup very lightly.
Gotcha.
So look up.
Yep.
I'm going to go ahead using a fluffy brush, because this is a very masculine look. I don't want him to look cakey, so I'm not really like pressing the powder on the skin using any type of sponge. This is a very smoothing powder, like I said, so anybody can wear it, and it actually literally does not even look like you're wearing anything. So that's one of the best things about this powder. Also, it is a long-lasting powder, so you can go all day, sweat if you get oily, and it still prevents you from sweating everything off. It looks super blurring, and it kind of filters out any imperfections. I'm gonna go ahead and just do a little bit around the beard area.
Now, I get the vibe, and I asked you this. Your favorite beauty guru is Patrick Starr.
Obviously.
Which is what led to this video. Like, don't get me wrong, we're using some other products, but the main theme is going to be one size. What keeps you with this brand? Like, as a makeup artist, you know, you get to work with everything under the sun. Mm-hmm. And so, like, what to you sets one size apart to where it's like, this is my go-to?
So, one thing that I appreciate about One Size Beauty is, like, even though makeup is truly like a one-size-fits-all, I just love that this specific brand is a one-size-fits-all. I am a firm believer that makeup can be worn by anybody. It doesn't matter who you are based on your gender, your race, literally whether you're younger, older, a guy or girl. Like, I personally believe that makeup can be worn by anybody. And also, I don't like using the term cover up imperfections because I don't like that. In fact, I like the term enhancing someone's natural beauty.
Yeah.
And also, it is a form of artistry, so I feel like it's a form of expression, like I said before. So you can easily express yourself using makeup with whatever you wear, with your own style, what you're trying to go for at the moment, like certain trends. And I feel like, especially with what we're going right now, it kind of suits the look. Especially with what you got going on right now, the hair. We're gonna put on some clothes later on.
Yeah, y'all are getting a full transformation.
Exactly.
Like,
we're gonna get the whole shebang.
Yeah, like, I'm very not dressy up. I am very much shorts and a t-shirt, and the only time that you ever see me all bougie is if I have something going on, like a photo shoot or a meeting or something like that. But if I'm just here at the home studio.
At the home studio? That's a whole different story.
You know we're in shorts and a t-shirt.
Also, whole different story.
Also, how do people scratch when they got all this up on there?
So, T, you actually, literally, you just go ahead and you just pat it with your finger, or take the beauty blender and
this is
literally just tap it just like that.
Yeah,
it's like, okay. Always the nose. Always the nose.
Pro beauty tips brought to you by Melvin.
Oh, obviously. So we're going to go ahead and start off on the eyes now. What we're going to be using is the P. Louise Black Base. We're going to be using this pretty much to prime the lids and to prevent the shadows that we're going to be putting on later to fall out. So let's just go ahead. Yeet.
Yeet. We don't have a table in here. He's so nice. He came over here to do this collab. We're in my home studio, so like normally I have a bigger space, but because of COVID, you know, we have to get tested and make sure that we aren't sick. So this is a very not as bougie and fancy setup as I normally have, so we don't have space for a table. All of the products are just kind of strung out over there, so bear with us if we're just chucking product.
So close your eyes. We're going to go ahead, and I'm using a fluffy brush to pretty much apply this all over his lids. Now, like I said, this is just a regular black base because we're going to be using a very pigmented black eyeshadow, and I don't want it to fall out just because we already have his foundation put on. Usually when it comes to looks like these, I tend to apply the foundation first. If I know that the eyes are going to be extremely colorful, or if I'm going to do the eyeshadow like a certain way, then I will do the eyeshadow first. But because even though this is like a smoky eye, it's still going to be pretty much following with his normal eye shape. We're just going to go ahead and just do his foundation first and then work with the shadow later on. Like I said, we're going with a black base first, blending this all the way out, not touching his eyebrow. I'm going to keep a little bit of a centimeter gap from where his eyebrow is from his crease. I'm just going to take my finger and pretty much just tap that in there.
Now, I will say, this is like a crazy technique that I haven't seen before, but like you're using a dark primer for the lid.
Yeah.
Whereas most people are always like, no, it has to be, you know, white or like very light, so that way it like gets pure pigment. So like, is it because we're using a dark eyeshadow that you did that? Yeah? Yes,
it's because we are going to be using a darker pigment for this particular part. So let me explain some.
Oh, that's my sister. Don't mind her. Don't mind her. She'll sound like she's dying, but really she's just playing Call of Duty and she's killing zombies. So don't mind her.
I literally got scared. I literally got scared for like a moment.
Hold on, let me text her. I'll be like, hey, hold please. She's gonna be all like, leave me be. I'll be like, if you don't calm down.
Calm down. So pretty much just rounding this out. Tapping here. Can you look up for me? So I'm gonna go ahead and also do the bottom as well in this process. Just look up.
Oh, just look up.
Yeah.
Got you.
When it comes to guy looks also, I actually tend to take the eyeshadow and bring it very far down. I actually don't keep it on the edge. I tend to keep it very far down as well because I do like that kind of like worn out smoky look as well.
Oh wow.
There we
Lambert,
go.
you're canceled.
Oh my god. We're gonna go for the star of the show.
Alright, the moment, the Visionary palette.
Visionary palette by One Size Beauty. So she has been untouched. We're gonna be using Turban Legend, which is gonna be the black shade, and we're gonna pretty much place that all over the lid.
When I decided, as you guys know, like all my people that came to this video and are watching, you know that last year I had the big plans to launch the YouTube channel and do what we're doing now. But because of COVID and all that good shenanigans, I had to put all that on pause. So I went out and I bought all of these products. None of it is PR. None of it is like sent to us. I have not used not a single bit of it. Like, that was actually when me and Melvin first met. I went in, I bought everything and then some, and doubles.
Exactly. So he came into my store and I just watched him just pick every single Jeffree Star item, and I said, okay.
we got a fan.
I was just like, okay, give me your coins, give us your coins. I'm just like, okay, like if you need help, like here's a basket, here we go.
Right, like I think I paid everyone's paycheck that particular time frame.
Pretty much. I was just like, wow, guys, my car insurance is paid now. Just like everything was taken care of. My manager just came in, she's like, guys, I got us Starbucks now. I got us today's Starbucks.
The nice thing is we don't have a big monitor for me to look at, so it's going to be just as much a surprise for me as it is for you guys watching.
Hey,
So,
perfect.
yeah.
I'm actually going to go ahead and go on your waterline. This is the scary part now. So we're going to use that exact same black base, and this time I'm actually going to use a smudger brush. Now, he told me he's never had his eyeliner done before. Never, ever, ever.
Never. Not the waterline ever. No.
So this is going to be fun.
If I cry, this is for you guys.
Look up. There we go. You're a trooper. You're doing good.
All right, this is for the viewers.
Look at you. How does your eye feel?
Wet.
Wet? Feels wet?
Yeah. No, like I feel fine.
Okay. Good.
I can tell I was watering up a little bit, but I'm like,
just a little bit. Just a little bit. Especially if you haven't worn eyeliner, it's gonna happen.
Right.
Look up.
Okay.
So we're gonna go ahead and actually smudge that out in the lower lash line. And I'm using a very small, precise brush for this in particular. So now that we're going for a rocker look, why don't you tell the kids how you got into music?
I've been in music since I was just a wee lad back in the lands of yonder. Yeah, no, music has always been my safe haven. Like, anytime that I had a rough day or anything like that, I'd just sit down, write a song, or sing a song.
So it's like your little escape route too, right?
Yeah, because the world's crazy. So, you know, you gotta have something that...
And that's the tea.
Like, truly, like, people need to please start taking better care of yourselves. I'm totally flubbing over my words, but it's because I just have so many thoughts at one time. I'm like, music was always, like, my self-care, you know? And I just recently started doing, like, skincare and, like, meditation and all that to get it all together. But music is still my most healing way of just getting myself correct. So and a lot of people don't know, but like I started my own record label, Shiro Entertainment. We signed a few artists. New music is coming, by the way. We have some special collabs, which we're not gonna say names, but we have some special collabs coming up, which I'm very, very excited for. I have new music. People are finally getting the debut album. I've promised a debut album for like 5 years, ever since I was like, again, a wee lad back in the yonder days. I'm old. But I just flopped around so much. I started off with country, but I grew up with Korean music and Japanese music. And so country just didn't quite sit well with me. And so I made the big switch to where like I kind of created my own lane in music to where like my sound is very K-pop but American.
Gotcha. So you have a little mixture of both, definitely.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And that's actually amazing just because we do have quite a, like right now everything is just like all mixed together.
Yeah.
We have different diversities. We have different genres right now, and I feel like right now, because I remember just listening to like music like from when I was younger, and then listening to the music from now, and I'm like, oh, this is different.
Yeah.
Like I feel like right now we have a new generation and new music coming out, so I feel like that in particular is gonna be like the perfect mixture. There's a lot of people that do love that Korean style, and there's a lot of people that love the American pop style. So having that mixture is actually amazing.
Yeah, and like I'm a firm believer that everything happens in its own time. Like there were times that I would get so frustrated that people like wouldn't listen to my music because it was so different, and they're all like, "Well, we don't even vibe with this." And now, you know, I've picked up streams. I think I have over like 600,000 streams now.
Ooh.
And yeah, so we're doing good. And then
he said he's a working man. Hi.
We're doing good, kids. But and then like we've also been on radio, and my song Sweetest Sin, and then my song Sweetest Sin was number 47. I'm sorry, 48 on the pop radio charts.
Oh, awesome!
So yeah, so we've made like leeway, and I'm just like, okay, well, eventually people will catch on and be like, oh, this dude, he was ahead of his time.
Eventually, but no, you're actually succeeding right now. I'm see you actually going big. I've seen your work on Instagram, and I'm over here like, oh, this dude is incredible.
Thank you. I paid him to say that.
Oh my god, yes, you get like a good truck or whatever. You're like, you know, we're gonna have Starbucks with that. But no, like, your music is actually very incredible. I was listening to it on the way here. Gone.
Well, thank you.
Period. Period.
Thank you.
My favorite song from there. And you are gonna be very successful. I love your music style. You have a great voice. And what I love the most and what I admire the most is you have a drive. Because usually you don't meet a lot of artists that have a drive. They know what they want to do. They know that they know how to write a song, but they don't know how to get themselves out there or how to provoke the emotion. Like, you know, there's just one thing that is just like writing a song and then actually coming from the heart.
Right.
And what I feel whenever I listen to your music, it's like it's actually something that you want to do. You know how to produce it. You know how to basically just get the people the help that you need, but not only that, you know it because it comes from here.
Well, thank you. All right, the video's over because I got my compliments. Like, we're done.
Like, you got, we're out.
Watching,
like,
subscribe.
Exactly. Thank you for watching, subscribe. So, like, we're going to be dipping out, so... No, but honestly,
thank you.
No problem. And I have a lot of friends that do music as well, and it's the same thing as well. Like, I see them flourishing, but then I see how passionate they are. You're definitely one of them, and you have a unique talent that literally God blessed you with it. I was listening to his voice, and I was like, I wish.
Thank you.
Like, I freaking wish.
Well, thank you. Yeah, that means so much to me. I still get so nervous when people hear me sing, and that may sound crazy, but because I've been doing this, God, since I was 15, so 11 years now. But still to this day, like when people hear me for the first time, I'm all like, "But did you like it?" Are you? And, like, I'm so nervous. I'm like,
you're like, "But did you like it?" And I'm over here just like, "I loved it."
Right. And I'm like, "But are you sure? Like, are you just saying?" And I don't believe people when they're like, "You're great." I'm like, "No, we have so much more to do." But then they're like, "We love you." I'm like, "Thank you, but really?" Like, so you know. And people think sometimes that it's fake, and I'm like, no, genuinely, I'm shocked.
Oh my god.
So you guys, I literally just looked at this eye, and wow.
Okay, so we're actually going to go ahead and finish off the eye by using one of Patrick Starr's one-size eyeshadow poppers. Let me see if I can actually get that to focus.
Yeah, the autofocus on this.
Hi, how are ya? She's cute or whatever. She's actually a very beautiful glitter pigment. So, like a liquid glitter pigment.
Now, I will say, so I actually bought one of those for my mom for Christmas, and she's obsessed.
Ooh,
like, she
beautiful.
is such a glitter queen. And she was all like, "This is my life!" And I was
yes,
all like, well,
love that.
So I got a Son of the Year award.
Go ahead and close your lids. So this is literally just going all over your lips to give us that light, that sparkle, a little bit of shimmer or whatever.
Got you.
And there's there's something about this liquid pigment that is just like the most amazing thing ever. And it's that, as weird as it's gonna sound, it makes the lids look wet. Like, it's not like super glittery, like chunky glitter, but it makes the lids look wet, and I love it. We said we woke up today with a natural black smoky eye. Hi.
I woke up being the panda that I am.
Just like honestly though.
Yeah, but like on the real. When I saw this, I was like, panda, 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 panda.
Love that though. Love that.
But in the best way. Because pandas are cute. Like, I love pandas. Although we're not trying to be cute. We're trying to be rough and tough.
I mean, hey, of course. You can be a rough panda too.
Right.
You can be a rough little cute panda.
Like, leave my bamboo alone.
So, by the way, guys, while we were talking, I did his brow off camera, so I used the Morphe brow pencil in the shade Latte first, just to pretty much kind of like start the rough shape of the brow, and then I took Java, which is literally just slightly darker than Latte, to enhance the outer corner of the brows. Also, his brows are a little bit fuller right here at the front. They're a little bit thinner back here, so what I did was that I extended the brow shade a little further than where his brows normally end, so that way it gives us a little bit more fullness up here.
I'm gonna come up with brow wigs. That way, everyone can have a full eyebrow.
Lace front. Give me the first trial.
Get those tracks correct.
This is pretty much the first eye done. We're gonna go ahead and do the second eye off camera, and we'll be right back. You're pretty much all prepped.
Comment below what you think. Like, are we looking snatched? I think so. Yes.
Oh, you're looking beautiful. So we're gonna be using the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Airbrush Powder. This is literally just a micronized smoothing powder, just to not only get rid of some of the shine, but to also blur out the skin and kind of highlight the center of the face just a little bit without using concealer. So now we're going to go ahead with another Patrick Star product. This is the Give Me Life Bronzer Powder from his collaboration with MAC, the summer collection.
What a throwback, Patrick. If you're watching this, if One Size is watching this boy really send him some PR or something, because he loves you all.
Oh my god, I wish. If only.
You just have to manifest it. You know Patrick's, that's all that he does. He just manifests and then bam.
Oh my god.
He makes it happen.
Honestly though, yes. I'm going to start manifesting it. You know what? I just love him so much, and I love the fact that he's such a humble person too. Mm-hmm. Like, I feel like that's what drives me more towards his brand too. Just the humbleness and the meaning behind it is like so meaningful to me, especially as somebody that has grown up in a rough past and has pretty much seeked for makeup as an escape route for that. Like, I really don't even seek money off of this. It's as long as the person's happy with what I've created, then that's all that matters for me. So we're pretty much just contouring and adding a little bit of bronze, especially to your temple and cheekbone area. So this is not only going to structure the face, it will add just a little bit more color, because foundation can make the face look a little bit flat. We want to add a little bit of color. And for guys in particular, I don't really like to contour, but I still like to go ahead and add a little bit of that bronzy glow throughout the rest of the face. Kind of like they have a natural tan going on, but like not really. So that's what we're trying to recreate, especially since he has the elongated eye. I'm taking the contour and really pushing it up the temples into the hairline. Structure the nose a little bit, but just very slightly. We don't want too much product in there, and in fact this will add to that bronzy aspect later on as well.
Now, what's crazy is I feel like this is a really fluffy brush. It is a fluffy brush. Mm-hmm. See, okay, so I've seen a bazillion like makeup tutorials, but it never makes sense to me that a fluffy brush is used to like contour the nose. Mm-hmm. Like, because for me, I'm always like, no, get precision. Make it to where it looks like you can't even breathe, like you have no nose.
I feel like, and honestly, it usually depends on what type of look you're trying to go for. So if you do want to be a little bit more harsh, especially for the kids in the back row, if you want to, if you want to make some statements, then that's when I will say you do need to be a little bit more precise with your products and your tools as well. But if you still want to look natural, especially for the camera where you're going to be in HD quality, you're going to be up closer, people are going to see you from up closer, then I will say the products do need to be a little bit softer, because they're already going to see pretty much everything that's been going on. From far away, be harsher. From close up, be softer.
Yeah, because I always I sit there and I watch the tutorials. I'm like, why? But then it always looks good. I'm all like, I don't know what this sorcery is, but
you're just like, what happened here?
Because I'll never forget the one YouTuber. I wish. Sailor J, where she's all like, "You must eliminate the nose."
You must
the town
eliminate,
people.
Yes. If men could figure out that we shapeshift,
they will call the church.
They will call the church. I was watching
her.
that and I was like, "Oh my god, this is so accurate."
I was cackling, and I don't cackle often, but boy, I was cackling.
Oh no, she had me in fucking tears.
Yes.
She literally had me in fucking tears. Next product is actually from his own brand. We're gonna be using the Austin Hart lipstick. This one's in the shade Dream Girl.
Yeah.
So it is a beautiful nude lipstick, very neutral. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna take a lip art brush. This is gonna go right in the center of the lips, so nothing too exaggerated, because we only want to add the slightest bit of color. We don't really want to make him look like he's wearing lipstick, but if anything, I kind of like that I've been drinking rum all day long, very kind of like piratey look. It's so hard to describe, but it's super like costumey. Still adds to that very kind of like rock star look. Here we go. So we're adding this pretty much just to the center of his lips, and I am doing a little bit of an ombre towards the outer corners, just so we still have a little bit of color in there. But we're gonna go ahead and take our fingers and kind of blend it out.
So let me make this very clear. Me in the beauty world, I want men to know that makeup is not just for women. Like, it is literally for everyone. That's why when he told me that he loved Patrick Star, I love Patrick Star because of his message. The beauty is a one size fits all. Because for me, makeup is an accessory. It's not necessary. If you want it just to kind of perk yourself up and boost your self confidence, okay, cool. It's like wearing a fancy shirt. You know, like you bougie it up. But makeup is for everyone, just to help you feel good. Exactly. So don't think that it's necessary. So that's my little spiel. So I created Dream Girl to be my perfect nude. Y'all asked me for my nudes and gave it to you. So, you know, to people who have similar skin tones to me, cop it. But it's so creamy and it's long lasting.
Go check out his brand. I will have the link down below. There we go. So now we're going to go ahead and add a lip conditioner. This one is by Ofra Cosmetics. So what this is going to do is going to add a glossy shine. Not only that, it will hydrate the lips as well. So his lips will pretty much feel very nice, smooth. This has mint in it, so it's very refreshing.
Yeah, I felt that.
It is honestly one of the best products, especially if you're going to wear a lip formula, but you don't want to wear a lot of product. You can actually use this to spread this around or kind of dilute it. So that way it's a much softer consistency, and it does spread color very nicely, kind of like an actual gloss. This could be worn by itself or with product as well. So we're gonna go ahead and add a little bit of a highlighter.
A highlighter, okay. We're gonna go with 24K.
We're gonna go with 24K here because she's cute.
Exactly. We did Charlotte. You gotta bring this out.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna take a little bit of sarcophagus and then a little bit of a libris, actually. Libris. How do you even spell that? So I'm going to go ahead and take a little bit of both, and we're going to just go ahead and graze this on your cheeks. When it comes to guys, I'm not precise with the highlighter. I like that sweaty, oily, dewy face look. So I usually tend to go ham.
Like I was telling you the other day, I like a glow. You know, I like, so like when I was trying JLo Beauty, you know, her products were nice because it did give that glow, especially her complex booster. And then I am obsessed with the Patrick Ta Milk Mist. Love that. I call it Milk Mist, but it has like a particular name, but I call it Milk Mist.
So for the final step, we're gonna go ahead and use something that he has not used before, but that I love. MAC Fix Plus. This stuff is... there's no words. Honestly, like, there's no words. This is a refreshing setting spray, so you can use it to set your makeup, refresh, and prime. It has glycerin and hyaluronic acid in it, so it's actually very hydrating. And what it does is that it doesn't only add a glow to the body, it actually tends to melt powders onto the skin, so that way it literally looks like you're not even wearing any makeup. So, let's go. Close them eyes. There we go. We're gonna do just a fine mist of it, wait until it dries, and we'll be right back.
All right, and this is the finished look. Melvin, you did such an incredible job.
Thank you,
truly.
thank you, and thank you so much for being my model as well.
Yeah.
I honestly want to showcase more male models on my channel to prove like men can wear makeup, anybody can wear makeup as well. So thank you so much for coming on my channel.
Thank you for having me, because I'm not paying attention to him. I'm looking in the viewfinder. I'm like, yes, look at that. We're about ready to perform at the Super Bowl arena.
Oh my God!
Like-
I mean, like the next Beyonce show, the next Taylor show showcasing you.
Right? It's just, and I mean, even like just natural without the hood, because like the hood's like drama, and then you got this, and you're all like, yeah, I'm still looking like I'll steal your lady, your auntie, your uncle, your grandma, your mammy, everyone, everyone who has a check.
Everybody, period.
Yeah, I mean, like, look at that, Melvin, you did such a good job. Like, literally, one of the best makeup artists.
Stop, but continue.
No, I mean, look at this. Like, comment below. Like, the skin looks flawless. The eyes, the detail, and the glitter. Like, yeah, dude.
He's looking at himself in the viewfinder.
Yes, I am. Like, camera, I don't know her. I'm just like, hello.
That's awesome.
But
That's
no, truly,
awesome.
thank you so much for having me. I'm honored.
No, thank you for honestly just being on my channel and for being a part of this as well. Like, we just want to prove like anybody can wear makeup. Also, One Size Beauty is by far one of the best brands, especially in the meaning behind it, and we do want to pay the respects for it as well. Beautiful meaning, beautiful brand. The products work amazing as well. I'm gonna have a link down below to Austin's products, so go ahead and check them out. And I will see you guys in my next video.
Bye!